Hello.
Hi.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah, we are trying to take the risk of going live here in the busy streets of Kathmandu. You can hear that, right? So just hope, not sure whether it's really streaming live, as you know that we are in the city of Kathmandu here, and the line is not really the best nor the most stable. All right. So if there's anyone watching now, okay, it would be good for you to just let us know whether you can really hear us, if everything is okay, as in like how's the visual, how's the line, if you can hear us, we are shouting as loud as possible because we have to, in a way, compete with the busy streets, of Kathmandu down there, Like later on you will see a lot of orchestra, okay, all right.
Okay, we have some initial feedback. Angie Leong, hello to you.
Yeah.
Greetings from Kathmandu in Nepal.
Yes.
Grace Ebay is with us as well.
Hi Angel.
Starting to see
Sally
all.
Look,
Hi Sally.
Hi, is that Abraka? Is that
Abraka,
Okay,
Jessie Lee.
Abraka, Debra. Okay,
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in. Loud and clear, Angel Tan. Thank you so much. All right.
Yep.
So the same thing, today's topic is all about like welcoming the fire horseman or a Peng Woman if you know Chinese astrology or Bazi, right? Alright, loud and clear, thank you. If somehow our voices drown, behind all these busy streets, everyone will be looking at us now, because it is like so noisy. Hi, Mr. Lim.
Hello, Mr. Lim.
Mr. Lim, you must come here.
Yes.
Right, so yeah, we're going to share our experience here, why Kathmandu, and then also it's like, what are we going to do here, what are the research, the explorations that's going on, but most importantly, why this month, why June, why the Fire Horse Month, alright, so if you have any questions, alright, this will be a Q&A session as well, so do please, ask your questions. Hi Ice, right, thank you for tuning in, Evelyn Ong, right, hello. Alright, and if you can, please do help me share this session out, so that it can actually reach out to more people. Alright, so we decided to do it at 8 p.m., Malaysia time, because here it is still bright, I would say. Right, because an hour later, then it will be darker, so in order for us to ensure that you can see us, out here, so we decided to bring it 1 hour earlier,
Right. Yes, and we also decided, Jessie invited me to share this session with her, because originally before we left for Kathmandu, I was thinking, okay, what else do I need to share? As you've been paying attention on my page, I was talking a lot about getting ready for this particular month, of which we are already in a way we've transitioned into it, and I believe tomorrow onwards, June the 3rd, because it is the Ping Shi Day, right? So there's of course a relation into the Fire Horse Month. So Jessie kindly invited me to join, and we're going to be talking about the Fire Horse Month, as well as of course extending it to a Q&A session as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
So if you have any questions, it can be regarding this month, Fire Horse, it can be regarding any questions regarding Chinese astrology or even feng shui, right? You can just in a way drop a note here and we will try to attend to your questions. As I mentioned, when we're traveling, it will be mainly a Q&A session. So not so much on like slides, contents and all that, but it will be more on like sharing, with all of you here. Alright, so hi Changfa.
Hi Changfa. Again, hi to everybody from all over the world. Janet is watching at the moment, right? And originally, speaking of which, I did want to share what, about the month of June in a Facebook Live special topic, which I normally do on my page. After having thought about it, I'm like, okay, I've already shared about the importance and the vibrancy of fire energy, both in my written podcast, newsletter, as well as in my previous Facebook Live special topic. So I thought, okay, we can just condense it into one particular session for jumping onto Jessie's, of course, Facebook Live session.
Yeah. Hey, hi, Poching. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So the thing is probably, Kong Yu, you want to share, like in a way, re-share or share, about your thoughts, and about like your sharings before this, about the Fire Horse Month, which is the Ping Wu month in June itself.
That's right.
But before that, let's share with everyone that currently we are in Patan, not exactly the city in Kathmandu itself, but we are at Patan. It's actually the southern part of Kathmandu. It's the southern city part of Kathmandu, right? Just opposite of Kathmandu, separated by a river we call the Bagmati River. And if I'm not mistaken, this one is one of the oldest city, of Nepal. All right, and I mean, the architecture here is just amazing,
It
right?
is.
We have visited the Patan Jova Square, right, and the King Palace, okay, where if you watch Doctor Strange, okay, there are some scenes, especially in Doctor Strange 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, there are some scenes, okay, of Doctor Strange which was shot here in Patan Jova Square, right? We have checked it out. The energy, as in like, because it's so old, alright. So some of the structures has been in a way affected, okay, by the earthquake in 2015. But there are some, okay, of the structures itself has been in a way reenacted. Okay?
Yeah, they have done some repair works, refurbishment, and so on. So, but this is really a wonderful way to start the journey, right? And we're so blessed to be here because this is a really vibrant area, you can see, right? And most importantly, it's one of the oldest suburbs or cities of Kathmandu, in the Kathmandu Valley itself, right? And it's got a very old school feel to it. So it is very, very lovely, right? And
Yes, it is.
it brings you back. It's like a whole mixture of different feelings and eras. Of course, a lot of the architecture you can see is preserved in the old style of, I guess, Nepalese architecture.
Yeah.
I think a lot more so than in other areas in Kathmandu.
Yeah, and Patan Jova Square, which is only about like 200, 300 meters just in front of us,
Literally.
okay? It is very, very near. And yeah, okay, people here, they are great, okay? They are nice, friendly people. At the same time, you know, I was like, I believe that the reason why, okay, we have in a way called to Kathmandu also, I'm sure that there's a lesson for me to learn from it, right? Those of you who follow my classes, you know that in June, my initial planning was to go down south, okay, into Australia. But somehow, okay, things changes, and I have a lot of like signs and visuals, okay, that in a way somehow called me to come to Kathmandu instead, all right? So yeah, okay, that's why we're here, and we will be here for 1 month. So again, those of you, okay, you have just joined us. If you have not followed me on Telegram channel, all right, please do subscribe to my Telegram channel. I mean, it's free anyway, okay? It's called a subscription, but it's free, okay?
Yes.
Join me on Telegram channel because whenever we are traveling, okay, there will be a lot of information, a lot of sharings, okay, that will be shared on the Telegram channel, all right? So if you have not joined that, I would really urge you to join me in that channel.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so yeah, Gong Yu, to you. Now, one thing also, if you see that I'm moving around, pushing my hand all over, and
Me
he's
too.
like moving around, because it's like we are trying to make ourselves comfortable. Because both of us, you see lah, both of us, the size also not small, right? But we are sharing one small chair over here, okay? Because this balcony is very narrow, okay? So it's like we are trying to get ourselves comfortable because half of my butt, okay, is not actually in a way sitting on anything.
Yeah. So you might see me especially like, having to stand up and stretch a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so
Okay.
you continue on with Fire Horse.
Yes, so Fire Horse, of course, is the month, right, of the whole Ren Yin 2022 Water Tiger year. Because, of course, the connection to the horse with the tiger is part of the fire frame of animals. And if you've been following over Jessie, the Grand Centurion portal, and so on, the information is all there. And we've actually come to, we can say, the most vibrant month of the whole entire year. And of course, the whole year itself is Ren Yin, which is the main building block of the Grand Centurion portal itself. Right, so that's why the connection is super strong. And not only is fire super vibrant for just the way the month is in general, but especially in relation to the water tiger, and also because it is the Grand Centurion portal year overall. So it is, you know, the moment that we've been waiting for, and of course we have this next 2 months,
Yeah.
the water, the fire horse, and then of course the fire goat, which will be approaching later. But these 2 months are the key months of this year itself.
Yeah, okay, and also one thing is like we initiated this particular journey itself on the new moon, okay, of this particular month, right? So somehow both of us started off, okay, right? Actually, there are 3 of us now, okay? Nicole is not here because Nicole has something more important to do. She has to be locked down for a month for some grounding works, okay? Yeah, but it's not easy to be my children now, okay? So she needs to do some grounding work for a month, so she cannot enjoy, okay, all these things that me and Kong Yu is enjoying, okay, because she's somewhere up in the mountain. We have sent her up into near the sacred Nagajun mountain. You can in a way like search about it, where she will spend a month there, okay, in a way, yeah, okay, doing her homework, okay. So overall, okay, I would say that, okay, if you are looking forward, if you are thinking about like transformations, if you're really thinking about how to, in a way, going on a new start, you want to actually go on to a new beginning, you want like your life path to change, okay, for the better you, for a higher vibrancies or vibrations of energy within you, this is the month for you to do it. This is the month for you to manifest that change within you.
That's right. So why? Because of course, basically being
Hi, Elena.
right, baked in a fire cauldron, right? So fire energy is the key, right? And whatever fire energy means to you personally, that is where the main effect of the year is, regardless of whether it is favorable, it's unfavorable, and so on and so forth, right? It is an opportunity for us to undergo these transformations, which the fire energy signifies, and it is really at its peak in this fire horse month itself, right? All indications of relating to the Ren water, the Yang water, even though it's a water stem, right? But because of the relationship of Ren with Ting, which is of course the main fire chi that's in the horse, right? At the same time, of course, the reflective quality of the Ren water and how that brightens the Ping, which is the Yang fire that's on top of the fire horse itself, all basically in a way it not just ignites the fire, but it also burns it. It also, you know, reflects it into its super vibrancy, and at the same time also it is backed with wood element because it is supported by the tiger, which is wood element, and at the same time there are also hidden combinations going on which support the wood element as well, making the fire super vibrant for June.
Yeah, okay. Oh, in short itself, okay, this is the most fiery month. Is that fiery, right guys? Okay. This is the most fiery month of the year. Alright, and you know this year is so important, it is so magical, like a lot of like accelerations of like manifestations, a lot of like, you know, I would say accelerations in terms of magical works, okay? So if you're talking about creating magic, manifestations is a creations of magic, okay? We turn, okay, something from an energy form into a reality form. Alright, so if you're thinking about that, okay, want to create magic in our life itself, this is the month for us to do it. This is a very, I would say, important month for us to approach that. So overall, you will see that Ping Wu here, whatever that we achieve in this particular month itself, it will also be greatly amplified, okay, in 2026. Alright, in 2026, that is a Ping Wu year. Alright, so overall, it's like whatever things that if you think, okay, that you are guilty as charged, if you've been procrastinating over certain things, if you have been procrastinating over like no certain endeavors, certain actions, okay, this is a month for you to actually really, okay, kick our asses, okay, and make sure that we put in effort, okay, to do so. Because whatever effort or energy we contribute, okay, to the month itself, with the help of the alignment of the energy, it actually gets manifested, or it gets in a way like maximize. All right. Yep. Now that includes negative energy that is based on fear. Right. It means that if you are still functioning with fear, okay, if you're still functioning with a lot of uncertainty, non-clarity, okay, right, it means that, okay, this particular month itself will also amplify that mode. All right. That's also the reason why Gong Yu in a way has launched, okay, his special particle consultations, which, okay, I'm not sure whether this is good news or bad news. Many people are still asking for it, but it's already full, okay, because the capacity of like 50 consultation slots has been snapped out, okay, just within that few days. All right, it has been snapped out. Now, it is very important for us to actually have clarity, okay, this particular month. But don't worry, if you can't sign up for the consultations, at least reflect in your lives. Right. Think about things, okay? Keep asking your questions, why, okay? Why certain things happen to you, instead of just blaming it easily outside, instead of just complaining, okay? Pointing your fingers outside. This is the best month to utilize this is by turning all the fingers within ourselves. Why these things is happening to me? Why these occasions? Why the so-called unlucky things, bad luck or whatever you want to call it? Why is it happening? Because when we ask that, okay, then we will be able to find much more clarity in our life. Alright, as I mentioned, the trip here itself, right, made me realize that there are a lot of lessons that I have to learn. I'm a work in progress, just like everyone else, right? It's just that when I come here, okay, Kathmandu, Nepal, you know that this is a very sacred place, right? Whether you want to believe it or not, in terms of the feng shui perspective, okay, this is excellent because Kathmandu is a valley. It's like a bowl formation where you have surrounding of high, I would say, Himalayan range of mountains surrounding it. So this is a valley where you see that it's like, no way, the collections of energy or chi. That's why it's so vibrant here. And if you really pay attention or do some research, right, okay, right, the Nepal itself is a sacred place, okay, and you know that even Gautama Buddha, okay, the Buddha is actually born in Lumbini, all right, in Nepal. So you know that this particular place over here, right, okay, the energy is intense, okay, it creates magical people. Now, but the thing is, okay, those magic don't just appear in front of your eyes, okay? Because if you ask me, how is Kathmandu? I will just tell you that, honestly, okay, no offense, but it is a city with noisiness, there's loud noise, it's crowded, it is dusty. Sorry to say, it is a bit dirty, okay? But this is the energy here. But behind all this chaotic noise, behind all these crowds, behind all this like chaotic energy, it's just like how the 5 yellow functions. Behind all this unsettledness, okay, lays, okay, the magic behind things, right? If you are able to see, okay, beyond the view, if you are able to see behind everything that's distracting us, that is the pure magic, okay, that you host on here in Kathmandu. That's why one thing I realized on this particular journey here is like, it's not what we look at, it's what we see, okay, at the end of the day. So here is a place that you cannot just look around and look on the surface level. You have to ask deep. Now, when I come here, I realize that my lessons, okay, is all about compassion. Well, my lessons is not easy, okay? It's easy to just say compassion, okay? I'm a terrible person of control freak, okay? And I also have this, in the way, judgment thing within me. Right? Everything that's going on, I judge, okay? That's the purpose of doing face reading, right? Okay? So I judge, but I know that when I'm called to this place itself, okay, I need to learn how to not judge, how to accept people as they are, how things are exactly evolving or going, okay, the way that it needed to be. All right, when we're here, this is only the 3rd day, right? Okay, and you know that they are trying, people are trying to ask some offerings from us. They are trying to actually ask like some money from us, like direct out. Now, normally, to be very honest, my direct sort of like reaction to this is, okay, I have to like zoom, okay, like defend myself, judge, okay, oh, this good, this bad, okay, or stay away. But I know that my lessons to be 1 month here is I have to learn to embrace, to see through, okay, what is behind, the story behind all these people, the story behind that everything and everyone that is going on, okay, around us, that's going on in the world, okay, because it's so easy for us to judge, to complain, to point fingers, but it's never easy for us to understand that. No, it make me realize, you know, in Chinese we say that 有頭髮邊個想做癩痢啊? Okay, if everyone can live a life that is so comfortable and so enjoyable, who would want to actually, in a way, as in like put themselves in a positions where they have to work very, very hard, okay, in order for them to survive, okay? So all this, in a way, is like realizations came to me in this few days' time, right? So therefore, I find that this particular month itself, the energy is very intense. So if you're seeking for deeper insights, if you're seeking for deeper understanding into this, okay, into life itself, this is the month for you.
Correct. So personally as well, right, just like Jessie shared, made a very good example here about the lessons of compassion and everything, right? It is the same for you, for everyone, regardless of where you are. You don't have to be in Kathmandu or any similar areas, but you will see it because astrologically the fire is here, right? And the energy of the month is so strong and will be, of course, getting stronger once we get into the next few weeks as well. That's when you can also look into what your personal triggers are like, right? Which areas of, you know, like realizations which are being triggered by the strong energies based on your own emotions that arise, based on the circumstances that occur, as well as the events that happen to you as well. So, wonderful time for really, really triggering a lot of deep realizations in all of us, regardless of where you are.
All right. We do have some questions over here.
Yeah,
Now,
right.
Go Yuchuan
That's
was
some
asking,
fellows,
are you in
yeah.
Nepal? Yes, we are in Nepal. All right. And then Elena Chiu says that a 2-meter long python entered our home last week after I did the activations on the 24th. Okay. Right. Scared die us, but overall no harm to anyone nor the snake. Okay. Was wondering what kind of energy could have attracted the visitor. Now, okay. Now, one thing about python is not really a I would say poisonous snake. Okay. Now it is a snake. Okay. Right. It comes to python. Right. Now the snake here give me the ideal like a sign of transformation. Shedding of the old skin. Okay. What is it in our life now? What is it in your life now? Or the people in the household? Okay. In your household now that require some like releasing or some letting go. About releasing some old skin, okay, releasing some old, like I would say, like connections, okay, that has been in a way holding on to you, that somehow disallowed, okay, new manifestations or new magic to happen, okay. So the snakes that comes into our life itself, it can represent that particular part of a sign as well.
Okay.
So is this disconnected? Or I think it's back now.
Okay, should be back now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so hello to everyone who says hello, right? Michelle Liu, Andrew, hi.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got a session coming up. Denise, thank you so much for your wishes of safe travels. Okay, just want to make sure, I think the line is now pitching slightly, so bear with us.
Okay,
right?
yeah, because the line here, we are in Kathmandu, the line here might not be stable all the time. If we got disconnected suddenly, all right, just bear with us, just be patient. Now, I saw there's a question here, Natalie Chan,
Okay.
all right? Natalie says, start few days ago, suddenly the emotional turned very negative and felt lost. So happy to see both Sifu here. Okay, hope I can get some hints and insight. Now, remember,
Thanks, Evelyn.
this is the most, I would say, this is the most intense, crucial month, okay, for lessons, okay, for karmic lessons, for trial lessons, for examinations of the soul. Let's put it that way, all right? So this is like the quadrant, okay? You know, in there's a Chinese saying that's 真金不怕紅爐火, okay? So this is the month where it sees how pure someone is. What are the purity within our soul, okay? So we'll be tested in a way, right? Tested in a way that things might not go smoothly, nor it will be easy, okay? So you will see that there are tests, okay? Emotionally, physically, anywhere coming into our life itself. So as long as you have the clarity, keep on asking ourselves, because there's so many of you, we cannot pinpoint down to just one person. Just ask yourself itself, what are the things in life, okay, here? Because I just did a consultation, was it this morning, okay? Right, it was this morning. You see that I have a series of consultations, okay? In a way, right, I have in a way schedule, okay, when I'm here, right? And I find that this morning's consultation is that a lot of people are going to a sudden depressive state, okay? It's like they're going through a very depressive or depression state, all right? Why? Because suddenly the fire burns too strongly. So for people who are not aware of it, people who do not realize it, people who still, okay, are trying to deny it, they are trying to deny the truth, they're still trying to deny the facts, okay? They will get, in a way, the pain of it. They will get burned out of it, okay? So just question yourself. Whatever negativity that you're feeling, emotionally, physically, or whatever, like ask, why is it so, okay? What is it that we have been doing, okay, that is not sincere to ourselves, that is not pure to our own soul? What is it that we have done in our life itself that we have chose a path of self-betrayal? What is it in life itself we have actually started or ongoingly doing some self-sabotaging things, okay? Ask yourself that, right? So reflect on those matters, okay, and you will be able to find much more clarity in your life,
Yep.
right?
And Xiao Kwan here says, huge procrastination in me. How best to beat that out this month? So number one, at least you're realizing it.
Okay.
Number two, procrastination could be related to the earth element, because of course when earth sees so much fire, right, one of the ways is that we could stay in a comfort zone and self-denial mode, and we could lead to, you know, negative behavior like procrastination. But at least you know. And how do you best beat out of that? Well, as far as you are realizing it, it could be a way of your self-defense mechanism coming in to keep you in a safety zone and a comfort zone.
Yeah, and of course, the questions that we might or we can ask ourselves is like, why do we need to stay safe all the time?
Correct, yes.
All right, like I ask myself, is like, yes, okay, I reacted when people try to approach me on the street, right? When people tries to, in a way, sell me something or ask money from me, okay? Right, I do have an instant reactions to, in a way, so-called protecting myself or the people around me. And I was sharing with you today, as in I don't need to go through this if I don't have all this attachment of valuables, okay? I have this natural reactions because I know I carry something with me, like say it was money, it was valuable things, okay? So the thing is, okay, if I don't have these things of attachment with me, I won't be afraid of anyone that will come to me because they have nothing to take away from me, right? So the thing is, okay, so a lot of all the what we call lessons here is all about our attachment, our insecurities, the things that we fear most. So if we are in procrastination, probably we can ask ourselves, why are we procrastinating? What are we fearing? Okay, why not just do it in the first place? Alright, and someone mentioned about the star equilibrium pendant, okay, grounded this time, very good. Jacqueline Lau, yes, the star equilibrium pendant is something that I, in a way, truly like love, okay? It is something, it's like something that I have inspired and manifested out, okay? And for those of you, okay, right, some of you have actually bought your large pendant of the star equilibrium pendant, okay? The big ones, okay? The one that I'm wearing and the one that Connie is wearing, okay? I never disclose where is the blessings is going to be. So in case if you're watching this, you know that the blessings of this whole bunch of pendants will be happening here in Kathmandu and in Nepal. Right? Because I'll be carrying it, okay? That's why you know I'm so concerned, okay, when people are approaching me. Because I'm taking the risk to carry all these pendants with me to different temples, okay, for blessings and also initiations, okay, to in a way let it capture or in a way, like in a way, be initiated with the energy here, okay, in Kathmandu. That's a risk. Yep. That's definitely a risk for us to do it, okay? That's why in the first place, before we are even here, we do not want to disclose, okay, the location. But those of you who have bought the pendant, okay, all your pendants are here with me, right? Later on, I'll be sharing with you photos as well, lah.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. And that's why, just like Jessie sharing a couple of weeks ago about the star equilibrium pendant, right? And its relevance and its relation to a lot of the spiritual and Buddhist as well as religious teachings, right? That is from Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, and also to Hinduism as well, right? So a lot of what the energy of the pendant is also associated with is transforming the ego, cutting the ego, slicing the ego, and burning the ego as well. So
Yes.
against why this location and why at this particular moment, all because to do with the fiery, super vibrant fire energies that
Yes.
is here to give us that transformation,
Yeah.
right? Mainly again to slice off and also to demolish
Yeah.
the ego that blocks us from growing.
Yeah, and that is actually one of the core purpose of the Star Equilibrium pendant, all right? So of course, if you remember to follow us on Telegram, okay, follow my official Telegram channel, because definitely in that channel itself where I'll be sharing videos, I'll be doing more videos and sharings about my findings here in Kathmandu and different temples, okay? So that will be the channel that I will share and interact with all of you. So if you have not subscribed, okay, to that channel itself, I really urge you to sign up to your Telegram account, okay, and subscribe to that channel. And you can even ask questions in that channel itself, okay, besides the daily calendars that we are sharing. All right.
Yes.
Anything else?
Want to purchase the pendant too when you will ship it out to Philippines?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, okay, when we are called to Philippines, okay, we won't be able to ship it because it's gold, all right? But only thing is, like, whenever I have the calling to Philippines, okay, I've been to Philippines, I've conducted classes there before. So if there is such calling there for me to do some sharings or to meet up with like clients and all that, then definitely then we can bring not only the pendants but also the frankincense, okay, over to Philippines as well. But for the time being, I'm afraid that I can't sell it to you because we are not taking the risk of like delivering it over, because officially all the FedEx or even like what else, FedEx and the other one, DHL, okay, they are not accepting gold, okay, as a delivery parcel, okay?
Right.
So unless we are going over,
Yep.
okay?
Isle Gems, is it okay this month to transfer to a new apartment or house? Horse, my husband sheep me. As in, I think she's born in the horse. The other horse, the husband's a sheep.
Yeah, okay. I mean, at the end of the day, okay, every month if you feel like moving and all that, really, by all means, move, okay? Do not be restricted. You see, feng shui, 八字, these selections and all this, okay, it is a tool to enhance our life. It is not a tool to set limitations, okay, or restrictions to our life, okay? So remember, you have to get it right, all right? So I never believe personally as in that, oh, we have to just follow. Certain months cannot move, this month cannot do this month cannot do that, all right? We have to be practical. We are living in a practical world, okay? But if there's any chance that we can use all this Chinese astrology to enhance our endeavor, to enhance our pursuit in life, by all means, do it, okay? Just make use of it. But if not, again, just move, okay? There's no harm. There will be no harm into doing that. Just find a good date, okay, and move. Because at the end of the day, whatever so-called harm that we might face are just, okay, something to tell us that soulfully we are not ready. There are many lessons that we have not faced, we have not break through, we have not, in a way, I will say, harnessed that power or skill in life itself. That's why these are the people that leads, okay, into a lot of worries, a lot of fear, okay? Because every single little obstacles becomes a bad luck for them, okay? So as long as we are constantly breaking through, we are constantly making the best out of ourselves to learn, okay, all the lessons, okay, and harness it and master it, there's no such thing as being fearful of or being afraid of, all right?
Yes, Pearl Ling says, I have a fire horse in my month pillar. Anything to take note of? Well, because that is the actual pillar of the month, right? And the vibrancy of it and the whole transformation of fire, it also symbolizes the image of the fire cauldron. So because it is located in your month, so it is a big clue towards a couple of things. One is your key personality, how you feel, act and think, especially with its roots in your upbringing. Right, depending on how old you are at the moment, right? So that is a direct linkage towards how you were conditioned, especially in the childhood formative years. So the fact that the energies are at its peak at the moment and will be for June, so there's a big clue towards, okay, maybe there is a part of me that's conditioned by my childhood, right? That is still either holding yourself back, maybe it's restricting you, or maybe causing you to behave in a way that is not so productive for your own soul growth, and maybe it is possibly self-sabotaging as well, right? So that's certain areas that you look into overall, right? Because again, whatever energies that we have picked up from our earlier years, especially our formative years, under influence of course by our parents and all of the other related influences as we are growing up, becomes a huge part of us, a huge part of our own personality. So that's one area you can examine for yourself.
All right, okay, any more questions? Because it's like, this is not a normal Facebook Live. We won't be holding on the sessions for 1 hour. All right, if you have any questions, remember you can ask it here, right? If you can share this session out so that you can reach out to more people, that would be awesome. But most importantly, remember to follow us in our Telegram, okay? Telegram channel, look for Jessie Lee Official, like subscribe to us and follow us there, because in the whole entire month, especially whenever I'm traveling, right, okay, that will be the main platform of interactions and connections with all of you. All right?
Okay. And there's Teresa here has a question.
All right.
Not sure if you can answer this now.
Okay.
Husband and I co-own a property that we need to sell. 2 offers fell through. How can I activate my nobleman or sell the property? I am in KL. Property is overseas.
Right, well, the thing is, if you want activations and all that, I'm afraid that you have to join, okay, our classes, okay, or at least the upcoming Euro one will be the mid-year event. Right, so just inaugural, we are not supposed to launch it yet, okay, but for some of you, if you're interested, we will be having, okay, since last year, we'll be having a mid-year event coming up in July 10th, okay, if I'm not mistaken, all right, so we will be launching the ticket sales very soon, all right, so do take note. Now, I fully in a way like truly urge you to join that particular event. It will be a mid-year event where I will be talking to you about like the second half of the year, how to win, okay, the best out of yourself on the second half of the year, okay, and how to actually turn the pandemic to endemic, okay, like how we can actually be the best, okay, and actually end the year with a big bang, okay, looking into our Chinese astrology chart and also looking into the I Ching, I would say informations or descriptions for the whole entire year, second half of the year itself, with its monthly forecast, okay, and what to expect in the months upcoming, okay, from July onwards all the way up to January next year. So this is the event that I will urge you, okay? The annual events are the lowest paying event that we have, because the purpose of this event is actually to give you all the days of activations to prepare you monthly basis, okay? In order for you to prepare yourself for the whole entire 2022. So, right, okay, the other, just now who was asking, right, Teresa.
Right.
So I hope that you can join those events, because that is also a platform where I'll be sharing with you lots of dates for activations as well.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So if there's no more questions, okay.
Jeanette says, what to expect for people who are born 1966?
1966 is our fire horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, at the end of the day, right, if you are born with a fire horse, you know that the horse, I would say the fire element in your chart already, is already, like, in a way, prominent, okay? So the thing is, when the fire gets stronger, okay, whatever that fire is relevant to you, okay, right? Because if you know Bazi, it's like the fire can be one of your 10 gods, okay? What is it to you? So your lessons or your accomplishment, okay, could come from that particular 10 gods. You need to know about it, all right? Okay, so... yeah, it's getting like, I only have to butt sitting on the chair, as I mentioned. All right, so I think, okay, it is time for us to actually, in a way, gently end this session now. Thank you so much to all of you for tuning in. Remember to actually stay connected in my Telegram channel, where I will be sharing more videos, more sharings, more findings about the energy of Kathmandu, and also about the feng shui here, if it's related, okay, on the Telegram channel. All right, so do stay connected there. And for the rest of you, remember, this is a month of challenge. This is a month of transformation. This is also a month of like a lot of like trial and lessons and like, in a way, right, or in a way pushing us or directing us, okay, to the path, okay? So in a way, have faith, okay? Stay committed, right? In a way, do not be fearful, right? Do a lot of reflections and understand yourself more, because if you do that, this will be a definitely magical month for everyone.
That's right. So of course, for a lot more coming up in the next few weeks, make sure you're linked to Jessie's Telegram channel. A lot of the updates she's done there. She just posted a video that we shot talking about the Broken Mountains.
Yeah, Broken Mountain in terms of feng shui.
That's right, in terms of feng shui. And of course in Kathmandu we see a lot, not broken mountains per se, but harsher landscapes and so on. Right, so check that out, as well as keep following us on our pages, the Jessie Lee page here, as well, of course, the Kong Yu public figure page as well. That we'll be updating from time to time here, right, throughout our journey.
Thank you to all of you. Good
everyone.
night to everyone in Malaysia. Okay, miss you guys so much. Stay connected. Take care. Bye bye. Stay safe. All right. Bye bye.
Okay,
good night.
Good night. You're welcome, everyone. Bye bye.
I guess someone have to end it, right?